So today we're looking at another amazing story from the Bible. There's some really good storybooks about, but some really great stories in the Bible too. Accounts of history which are really awesome. And this is another one, and it's from the book of Exodus, which if you've got a Bible you don't quite know your way around. It's at the start of the Bible. You've got Genesis and then you've got Exodus. So it's the second book in the Bible, and this is chapter 8. Now, we're talking about Moses for a few weeks because he's a really amazing... Some of the stuff he got up to was amazing. We have Moses in the
basket.
The basket.
Yeah,
I
Moses
forgot the word.
basket.
In the Moses basket.
Yeah.
See, Moses. So Moses in the basket. We've done a burning bush, and we're going to look at Moses and a bunch of plagues. Now, Moses was the leader of some people. He spoke for them. He was a spokesperson, an ambassador, you might say. And he was trying to get the king to let them go and do what they needed to do. And the king didn't really want them to go.
Yep.
He was a bit clingy. You know, he liked his workforce for free. And all the people that Moses was with, well, they didn't get paid really.
No.
So the king really wanted his free workforce. But Moses wanted to go off, and God wanted the people to go off. And so God used a bit of persuasion, shall we say. And one of the bits of persuasion was the plague of frogs.
Yeah.
Yes. So we're not talking about, 10 frogs. I think we got it to sort of 30 and 40 frogs in the garden sometimes. This was like thousands and thousands and thousands. And when they'd open their cereal boxes in the morning, they didn't have cereal boxes, but if they had cereal boxes, they'd have opened those up and there'd have been a frog in there. And they'd have poured a glass of milk and then a frog would have fallen out of the milk. And there were frogs everywhere.
Yeah.
Go to the loo and see a frog in your water. All sorts of frogs all over the place. And that's the plague. And these frogs were everywhere and they annoyed people. And this is one of the things that God did for his people, which is kind of cool. So Moses and the plague of frogs is a bit squelchy and squishy, but it's a good story. And it's an interesting one.
Yeah.
I don't know how you'd feel if you were inundated with frogs. We felt inundated in the garden, but it wasn't that bad.
No.
There were lots. We had to be careful when we were doing the mowing. Have a little clear path.
Yeah.
But that was about the only frustration we had. We just had to be careful. But yeah, this was thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of frogs.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Not much fun.
No, I think that's too many, isn't it? I don't know how many frogs people have as pets. They usually just have the one, don't they? Usually.
One or two.
Yeah, and kept safely, not like going around everywhere. So.
Unless it's baby frogs, in which case you have a few more. But...
Yeah. Interesting experience there. Interesting trauma to have so many frogs. You can have too many frogs, can't you?
You can have too many frogs.
And they certainly did in that story. Thank you for that, Andy.